Howdy folks, welcome back to Wasteland Survival on Pertam. I'm over about 3 kilometers or so from the bridge location. There's a ship over here. It is a super gremlin. And it crashed. I don't know why. I could see it off in the distance about 2 days ago in game. And it just kind of fell out of the sky and crashed over here. But there's still some guns and I think a missile launcher active. So the plan was to kind of creep up over the hill here. Maybe take some pot shots at it. This might not go well. Oh boy. Yeah, I'd say the missile launcher is still active. Are my turrets turned off? That would be pretty dumb. Not overly surprising, but I have a hotkey for that. Or my turret's just not paying attention. Oh, why is the radius reset? I had all these set to 800. And target missiles. Huh. Okay. Well, that's why we backed off. It definitely saw me as soon as I peeked over the hill. I'm just going to let that front gun chew away at it a little bit. We got one up top there too, the Oban Tide. Hopefully it doesn't take an interest. Now we're hitting some dirt up front, but we're also hitting the enemy over there. I'm hoping it takes out that missile turret. I think there was at least one gun turret that was still up. That's what that noise is. Ouch. I couldn't even see its bullets. I completely missed that. Got a few hits, and I don't know if it destroyed anything important. A little bit of armor. Get my one little gun poked up over the ridge again. Apparently it's still got a Gatling gun up. A little bit of damage up top. Not too bad. Mostly superficial, I think. So yeah, nice little break from the bridge building. We're going to get back over to the bridge here in a bit, but I thought I might as well record this since I was going to run over here. I think it has a jump drive, possibly. A lot of these ships have jump drives and some interesting parts on them, so... Ease up over the hill again here. We get the turrets. Wrong button. There we go. Parking brake. I would actually like to be able to turn my turrets off. Is that my backup camera? That's my backup camera. Let's replace that. I don't have my turrets in a group. Throw those on real quick. I don't want us to chew up everything. If there's nothing that can shoot me, then we're in good shape. Well, here's hoping. Retreat! Retreat! Still something alive over there. He really likes to nose over. Alright, we took some battle damage. So there might be some smaller interior turrets or something over there still. Saw something else over there blow up. I think I'm down over the hill. Maybe enough where it can't get me. Need to let build and repair get to work here. Also, I need to replace some blocks. Hoping I can stay low enough here. Let's get a block, get the right color. And fix that for reals later. I was missing some chunks off the back here. Yeah, they got my back turret. Alright, we'll fix that better later, but that's a little bit of a band-aid. Ouch. Alright, let's see what we got. Still something over there it doesn't like. Speed, violence, momentum. Whoa! It's a little hard to break. It must have a forward center of gravity or something. Let's get over behind the sill. Oh, that hurt. Got me a little bit back there. Let this to fly mode. I'll go ahead and pick up that scrap. Oops. I hope this is worth it. That front turret disabled? Doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, we're out of ammo. How did we run out of ammo? I thought I had a... Oops. Well, that would be why. Always be prepared. I wasn't. We could throw that in there. May not have enough magnesium, but we'll make what we can make. Lost a block there. Most of that ship is on fire. Still see something over there it thinks is a threat. Yeah, there's an incoming fire. There must be some interior turrets over there. See if I can't flank around this hill here. This might turn into more of a combat episode than I intended. I thought it kind of just had the one turret and the one missile launcher. Apparently it's got a lot more armament than that. There we go. There's another turret down. I don't know which one of these is the front one. Alright, I can't control it because it's off. That's the front one. Oh man, it was shooting thrusters and stuff. I want you to shoot the thrusters. Can't quite tell. I don't know what it's shooting at. That's the problem with the turrets. You can't, as far as I know, you can't tell it just to target like specifically turrets, stuff like that. It's going to target, I think, any like control block. Whoa, where's he? There you go. Alright, well, here goes nothing. There's nothing shooting at me from this angle. That doesn't mean there's not an interior turret or something up here that can blast me when I get within range. It's leaking some kind of green gas. That's probably not good. Is that a reactor, maybe? Don't get blasted in the face. Ow. Whoa. What was that? Okay. I think maybe I can come up and start salvaging this. Possibly. Some cool spark effects coming off there. I'm gonna let build and repair start tearing this apart. That's the plan anyway. So if we go over here, it's definitely on fly mode. We've got a pretty good radius around. I think that's the max radius. Yep, 50 meters. That's all the little one will do. Well, let's hope for the best. Took a little bit of damage, but we should be able to get some decent parts off here. Materials from the parts. Alright, it's picking up pieces. This is going to take a while, So I'll join you back over by the bridge and we'll take a look over there. See you in a little while. Well, folks, I got just about everything I can off of that other than just a whole bunch more scrap. We ended up with some loots, including an elite welder and an elite hand drill. So that's pretty cool. A bunch of uranium, some pipes, just miscellaneous stuff. Got over 300 uranium out of all the reactors. A whole bunch of pipes. Like some missiles. I need to go get the other missiles actually before we head out. But the refinery is busily breaking down all the little pieces. But a huge haul on missiles and uranium and some cool tools. And then just a whole bunch of components. So I'm going to go see if I can stuff those missiles in here. And then I'm going to head back over to the bridge. So back over here at the bridge, I got the little rover offloaded into the mobile base. Ended up with a ton of ammo and those missiles. I forgot about the ammo. It picked up a bunch of the Gatling ammo, so that was nice. Yeah, let's talk about this. This monstrosity. So this started out as an experiment. I wanted to see what it would take to make a small grid. A large cargo container? Yeah, small grid, large cargo container with a welder fly. So there's a big battery on each side. And it kind of just kept growing. In hindsight, I should have used large atmospheric thrusters. Because we have, oh boy, a lot. A lot of thrusters. It takes a lot of thrusters for this to be full of steel plates and still be able to fly. So this is kind of the minimum required. So yeah, it was an experiment. I had to throw in some extra batteries because hovering was drawing so much power it was killing my antenna connection. It's strictly remote only. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but it does fly. As far as the bridge itself, I've got this main part welded up. Let's run over here. So this is kind of the approach here on the southern side. And then all we have to do is build across over to there. No problem, right? Yeah. Figure out how to do that. There's some good comments in the video. Not sure what that noise was. About the welding and stuff. And I meant to throw up some screenshots. If I remember in the edit, I'll throw up some screenshots. I tried a couple different things. I tried a welding attachment on the small rover, which worked, but the rover then was really butt heavy. So I would have had to put some kind of counterweight on it or something. So that didn't work out that great. And then I put a giant welder bar on the mobile base. So it could basically just drive across this and weld it. And that worked okay until I got more than like 2 wheels on this surface, and then this thing started sliding all over the place. It would just randomly slide over into the side and destroy blocks. I managed to get it backed off before disaster struck, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's the off-road wheels on armor blocks. It just doesn't work. It slides all over the place. So that's unfortunate, because that giant welder bar worked great. And then, of course, I've got all the steel plates in the mobile base. So, yeah, I wanted to do that, but it just didn't work out. Because I don't know why. I need to do some research, I guess. Or if you have ideas in the comments, if there's some kind of setting or a mod conflict, I don't know. It's like this was coated with Teflon. And those wheels, it would just drift. Literally, it would just slide sideways into the wall and start destroying blocks. So, I don't know what I'm going to do for welding. I do have an elite welder now. You get some kind of achievement if you weld this by hand. And so somebody in the comments asked, I apologize I didn't write down the name, about supporting the bridge. Now, for space engineers, you don't have to support it. You could literally just build it across there. But for looks, I think I will have piers down to the rock. Probably angled with some kind of arch maybe in the middle is kind of the plan. So the trick is, how do we get all that to work? And I haven't quite figured that out yet. I think I will do some projector pieces, possibly, at least for the main like bed part of the bridge. That'd be easy enough to do. This is, I think, 22 blocks wide, plus the side piece. So I can easily make that, in Creative, make a blueprint for it. And then projectors are cheap to build. Just build a projector. Weld it up. It's the welding part I'm not sure about. And then also the welding the piers down to the rocks can be a little tricky. It's a whole different ball game when you don't have a jetpack. So I may have to have some kind of little flying platform, or I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. But this episode was supposed to be about the bridge, but it turned into kind of a let's go salvage that ship episode. Why do I have suddenly like lots of noises? I don't remember it ever doing that before. Anywho, I got a couple charging stations there, getting that guy all charged up. How is your charge doing? No, not thruster. You are fully charged. Excellent. This little wind farm down here does a pretty good job. And you probably, I forgot to point it out here, but I added a charging jack on the mobile base. So I can pull up here and I can lower the wheels just a bit. And I can plug right in. And it's actually pulling power from the wind farm down there. And this retracts back up into the body when it's not being used on a couple of hinges. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to try to get some bridge building done. It's going to be a huge, huge project. So I may end up streaming some of that over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kerbo_. So I'll link in the About section on my page. Come hang out with us. We're going to do great things. We're going to build one heck of a bridge. Oh yeah, the giant sea of red has changed to white after grinding down that ship. So the space pirates, they're neutral now. Unfortunately, the independent contractors were not really on their good side. Not so much. That's that ship I ground up. So does that mean the next ship that comes over is going to attack me? I don't know. Tune in next time to find out what all is going to happen. Swear I just heard something. I'm getting jumpy. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Great way to end the video there, champ. I did this like 100 times. No problem. Ta-da!